2020. I'm actually not very good at not talking about the elephant in the room. So here she is. Her name's Lydia. And then there's COVID. COVID sucks. I mean, I had plans this summer. I had my wedding. Also, I probably wasn't gonna get married because I was probably gonna go on a date or something. Somebody love me, please. Anywho, I'm sure y'all probably had plans as well. You're probably thinking about, doing, the fun stuff that kids do over the summer. Coachella, maybe some of you had plans to go to Coachella. If you don't know what that is, that's where people get together and do drugs. It's like your college apartments or like Woodstock adjusted for inflation, diversity, and kids with trust funds. Or it's like where business professionals go to do drugs. And then Burning Man. Some of you were probably thinking, oh, like Burning Man. And that, if you don't know, is where, every kid who got, caught burning paper towels in the sink goes to like spite their mom. Like, Mom, I told you it's art. But mostly it's where engineers go to do drugs. Last one. There's like all kinds of conventions that happen during the summer. There's even one that it hasn't even been canceled yet. Like, you could probably still go. And it's where a bunch of people get together to convince each other that they're not racist and aporophobic. Look that one up. While simultaneously making it more difficult for people of color and poor people to just live. So normally, the thing I normally do is I just leave it like super vague, and that way nobody can come after me. But since I have all the time in the world for people to come after me, I don't have to keep it vague at all. I'm definitely talking about the Republican National Convention. Anywho, things are different now, right? It is like, for example, I live alone, right? And this used to be great because I could be out with people all the time, and I come back and it's like, this is my place. It's like peaceful. Yeah. Now it's just like it's quiet all the time, and to the point where like now stuff just like talks to me, like stuff like my bike the other day was, she was like, "Hey, you gonna ride me?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, why not?" I was like, "It's 98 degrees outside." She's like, "Well, you've ridden in Merce before." I was like, "Yeah, I've also had diarrhea before, but you don't see me choking down hydroxychloroquine, do you? Like, I don't want to repeat that experience." My dissertation talks to me. She's like, "Oh, you should work on me." And I'm like, "I should." And then somehow my TV's like, water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, and then magically, my dissertation is gone. It doesn't exist. It disappears. I don't know what happened to it. It's like common sense for people who are out in parks right now, or like Burson's hair. It's just gone. And then, I don't know, like I've had to be really patient with myself. I remember there was like a meme or a tweet or just something going around like when this all started, and it was like Shakespeare wrote King Lear during quarantine. And I heard that and I was like, yeah, I got this. If he can be that productive, I'm about to kill this. 2 weeks later, I had killed it. I didn't know exactly what it was, but something smelled like it died. That or Chris Krajalowitz was around. Anyway, turns out Shakespeare was very productive. I had forgotten to shower, and nowhere in forgetting to shower had I written so much as a tweet, so much as a blog post, let alone King Lear. And you know what? Fuck COVID, fuck Shakespeare, fuck King Lear. Did Shakespeare get through 340 episodes of Naruto Shippuden? He did not. Did Shakespeare suffer through Tiger King, thinking to himself the entire time that he wishes a tiger would eat all the people right now so this show would end? Shakespeare didn't do any of that. Then, a couple days ago, I got it together because I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this video. And I'm like, Marlon, you can't embarrass yourself, man. So you know what? I wrote a poem. I get it. It's not King Lear. But I bet you can't tell me anything about King Lear. In fact, I'm not even sure that's the thing that he wrote during quarantine. The point is, you probably can't tell me anything about King Lear, but you will remember this poem for a long time. I even have a guest here that is going to read it for you. So if you'll take a second and you'll posture your heart to receive this, ladies and gentlemen of 2020, this is Alexa. Alexa, read my poem.
Stay the inside. By Marlon L. Bailey. Stay the inside. That's it, that's the poem. It doesn't rhyme, sorry.
That's from my heart. Okay, let's wrap this up. If you're still with me, I'm sure you're bored, but it's fine. I can only imagine the myriad of feelings from anger to sadness, disappointment, and loss. Like, you've all made incredible strides to meet every expectation, even as the world started shutting down. And I and my team are just exceptionally proud of you. You stepped up individually and as a team to continue a legacy and uphold a dream that teams before you have entrusted to you. And you did this while having to worry about your school and your family and your friends and your teammates during a global pandemic. Cancer didn't stop when COVID arrived, and neither did you. And I considered the decision to not physically complete the ride quite prudent and on brand for an organization that doesn't simply pretend to care, but actually does. So feel all the things, but know that myself and my team believe fully that you have upheld all that was entrusted to you. Last thing, if you want to talk about life, about what's next, about any of that, feel free to send me a message, reach out, any of that. Other than that, stay safe. Congratulations if you graduated, and for all of you, well done, 2020.